Oh no. There, that's better. Yep. As you can see, I maxed out my red mage. So I can start getting tomes from, I can start getting in-game tomes from roulettes now. I don't know if I will though. I'll definitely save leveling roulette for my other jobs, or for my other classes. But yeah, I might. Well, I'm never doing MSQ roulette again. But yeah, in my off time, I might do roulettes on these to start getting tomes for in-game gear. Alright, let's go back to Thavnair. From, yeah, from chill music to, apocalypse. I do like this music though. It's pretty cool. Alright. I think first or second thing after I finish MSQ is gonna be to get all the currents. This doesn't make sense to do it right now since I have an entire section of Thavnair that's inaccessible right now. Oh yeah, also I ended up doing dungeon. Well, I ended up redoing the 85 dungeon yesterday, and ended up getting 3 pieces of gear out of it. Like, 2 from chests and then 1 for completing. So I think I'm okay now until the 87th dungeon. Oh, he must have turned around as I passed him. I don't know. It's weird that he didn't aggro me. Oh wait, I'm level 90 now, that's probably why. I thought it's a 10 level difference before they stop aggroing you. Alright. I don't really remember what you all said, but I'm not gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Okay, yeah. Alright, the blasphemy unmasked. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Megaduta for the time being. There I can better manage this crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. I hope the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight as to a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let's split into 3 groups, that we may cover more ground. Alize and I will see to Pax's path. Dankrid and Ystola pray make for Dharma. I leave Arthur to Graha and you, Sammy. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days in the city would be most helpful. When we have completed our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in front of Megaduta, that we might share what we learned with the Satrap. Shall we be off then? Arthur is home to the High Crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our warding skills. That seems as good a place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nuhadin, the chief alchemist there, on our last visit. Hey, hi guy! What's up? He should be happy to answer our queries. So do I stay in Rajatha? Yeah, okay. I wonder if I can take a... Can I take Aetherite or no? Oh, there's... Okay, there's no Aetherite over here, really. I mean, there is... But I don't... Do I have... Yeah, I think I have that Aetherite unlocked. Let's see if he follows me. Nope, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I can't take him with me for Aetherite. It was worth a shot. That looks really cool. That big statue up there. I don't think... Yeah, he's just here. Ah, I remember those red eyes. You're those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We're assisting the Satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps, so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly I heard panicked screams coming from the direction of Balshan Bazaar. Balshan. The next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of Irradiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the Fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. To the bazaar, then. There we go. Is this yeah. Dialogue. Extra dialogue section. That's the textile sculpt. And this is the Thavnairian weave. I must say it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Kovos. Small wonder really, given that it's just across the water. Not that I'm much of an expert in Korvosi culture. Of course, I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlene. And like as not, I will never reside there again. That said, in recent days I felt more acutely aware of my heritage, and grateful for it. It is thanks to my forebears that I inherited the royal eye, and with it the wisdom of ancient Alec. And so, well, I simply hope that my countrymen are safe. And one day, when the calamity is but a memory, I would like to see Korvos again, if only once. Give me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We have come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Did he perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place they did. While that was all going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better luck asking there. Oh, there's two people over there. Oh, or down here. What's the matter, traveler? You feel lost. Perhaps I could be of assistance. The offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged through the bazaar? I saw it all. I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden, a piercing scream cut through the air. Turned around and there was the fiend. Its massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave. Then it was gone as quickly as it came. Sisters have mercy. What is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger has passed, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, can you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams, then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a Merid, throwing people about like ragdolls, and it was eating them! I hid under the counter, saw the others do the same. The shrieking and wailing kept getting louder, more voices in the throng, beasts or victims I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening, I still don't. That's enough, my good man. You are brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe, the High Crucible too. And the High Crucible too has survived mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones, and rest your body and mind while you are able. I suspect that this is the most we can expect the people to tell us. I think at best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. Wait. Oh, okay. Thought it was telling. Okay, never mind. I thought it was telling me to go back here. Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. Tore through the west side of the bazaar and then headed towards the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in that Mayhain can surely tell us more. Only one over here. Okay. Going after that enormous beast, are you? Aye, I saw it. Including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. Started over there, by the window. A few men, merchants, probably. Talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands and the black mist was swirling about him. And his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, and the black mist comes again, till the change takes them too. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? Now, I'm a decorator by trade. Not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Milil, the barmaid, chatting with them though. She might know something. Okay. Even after repairing all that damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it anyway. I saw it too. We all did. I was standing here at the counter and Mirai poured me a drink, and suddenly there came this dreadful sound, like a pained, angry groan. It's unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sent shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Mirai, myself, and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn. I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky. I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Oh. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Mirai's Mayhain. What can I get you? Or what can we get you? We've come not for libations, but rather for information. You are Melil, yes? We're investigating the so-called blasphemy on the satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzal was his name. He ran his own consortium. Oh no, not Kalzal. Ah, dealing primarily in exports of Thavnair and specialties. It's through him we met Matsia. Yes, the names ring a bell. Didn't you meet them both on your first trip to Thavnair? If I recall correctly, Kalzal ran a trading operation in Yedlamad. And it was there that you made Matsia's acquaintance. Yes, that is the same Kalzal, no doubt. Rather successful man, from what I gather. That said, it was clear that he had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. I'm telling you, it's gotta be feelings of despair that trigger it. Like, the ether stalls and then the despair. Like, it's probably a mix of despair and the stagnation of ether. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium indeed. Kalzal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. And as they discussed matters further, Kalzal's tone grew grave and grim. About then that... Forgive me, I would not have you recall the memory if it brings me pain. If I could, I would ask you just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kalzal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Kalzal lived for his work, and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them, if you believe. It would, help. What do you say? Sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, because I also, in the cinematic, in the cutscene, the first person that had the black mist was in Alamegan Quarter. He was probably a conscript from the Empire that returned home, and he said like, and those people are talking like, even though people are coming home, they used to be conscripts. I don't remember exactly what they said, but yeah. But it was like basically, even though they were in the Empire's army, even though they were like forced into the Empire's army, it's still gonna be weird having them back home. And then that person must have heard that, and then the black mist surrounded him. So yeah, I really am thinking it has to do with like despair. And also the dungeon. The people that turned also were like, there's no hope left. Thanks to Melia, it appears we have a new lead. Let's leave no stone unturned. Amidst the apocalypse. Kalzal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kalzal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama. The name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. Alright, so it's gotta be nearby. Since Gra is still accompanying me. So it's not gonna be outside the city. Yeah, there we go. Because if it was outside the city, they wouldn't have him accompany me. Ask for direction. Let's see, after leaving the Mayhain, we're to retrace our steps and head back towards the Aetherite Plaza. Here's gonna be the next set of direction. From here we ascend the stairs. Okay. That's the other thing you have to say. No comment in the march. Cause all circumstances. Okay. Because yeah, I would not have gone up the stairs. I probably would have gone down. Probably would have gone towards here. This must be huge. In which case, we should take the path leading southeast. If we keep going this way, we should arrive in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite the adventure, is it not? I can only hope we can explore Razathan at our leisure once this crisis has passed. Yep, me too, brah. I just want to get to the aetherite. And this must be Kama. We have arrived at last. Let's begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Kalzal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. Kalzal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. There was a man if there ever was a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. He'd say it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked up to see Kalsal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see. The situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of, other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Kalsal, cordial and honest, like always. These questions you're asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in the terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about this bazaar goings on. Rest assured, the city is safe for now. But the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the satrap order it. Okay, that one's barred off. I'm not attuned to this. Maybe, maybe not. Let's find out. I am not. But now I am. Okay, that was the last one. Okay, cool. Alright. Ah, over here. Can you come back another time? I just woke up and not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnair. I urge you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kalzal? I know him. In fact, we just spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around, thanks to a generous offer from Riveda Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume all went well. Jinbara and Jinabaha might be able to tell you more. Though, as I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Jinabana at Riveda Fibers. That sounds promising. And he probably told him that the deal fell through. And then that's when he sunk into his despair. Okay. Alright, it's over here. If I'm not mistaken, these stairs lead to Dharma. It is quite the sight, the red sky above. During the final day of the Vyor, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Emerald. Perhaps the ancients believed the same, that the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet, those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame and turns ordinary men into beasts? Okay, went wrong. Yeah, it's down here. They're farming silkworms. That must be Riveda Fibers. Where we should find it in Jinabaha. And hurry, I said there's no time to waste. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions we'd like to... I'm sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? This is probably what that guy I saw holding the giant box was doing in the, that ran past me. Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. And you can carry our fabrics. There and there. Go through that door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. This area is for employees only. Out. What's that? You've come to hell? Oh, praise be to Mendurava. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabrafal, by the storehouse near the hatchery. Crate of clothing is for Manuha. And that massive crate there goes to Zymeria, by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. You have a limited time to complete the task. Okay. Light crate. A Habrafal. Okay. Or Nabrafal. Okay. Third is it. Then you come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. Ordinary crate. If any crates or products, such as carpets, clothing, and the like, try bring them here to our primary storehouse. Crate full of clothing, is it? I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. Weighted crate. I say, you're quite the brawny one, aren't you? A good thing that. You never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. Crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. You carried all the crates in the storehouse, did you say? And so quickly too. Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest. Please return to Gina Baha and assure him our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late. Generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. Done as I asked, have you? Aye, indeed I have. Kamala is satisfied with your work, and so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. He looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to ask. Indeed, you knew the merchant Kalzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kalzal? I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end, we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods, but for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. I tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. Yep, just like I thought. Remember what we saw in Vanaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next. It would seem the same phenomenon occurred here. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Kalzal, and by all accounts it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Beyond the depths of despair. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megaduta, were we not? Actually, just outside. With any luck, they will all have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than any wares. If you are ordered to flee, then do so without hesitation. Indeed, I thank you for your concern and pray you to take care as well. It also goes back to what Zeno said on the moon about despair, and then I ended up choosing the hope will win out dialogue. Alright, let's see what Thinkard says before I talk to Stola. Finished your rounds, are ready to share. Is there anyone? No? Nope, okay, just Thinkard and Stola.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
So apparently it all started with a merchant named Kalzal, whom I met on my arrival at Thavnair.
So the merchant Kalzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen, but there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
Possibly.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karl Zahl's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the satrap! The satrap!
Thank the heavens!
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Balaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share. Your Excellency, I bring grave news. You are?
I'm Matya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Balaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him,
no.
stick their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
Damn it, Mattia.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can! My son.
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes. We'll survive. You must.
Okay. So you can reverse it if you get to them in time and calm them down. God, looking like a badass right now.
Be strong, my friends! Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground. Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Mattia, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right! Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
Damn it all. Staying calm isn't exactly my forte. And as long as you don't lose hope, you're fine. We meet again. You do remember me, yes? Save my skin. twice over in Yedlamad, and now I find myself turning to you for help once more. Let us stay here no longer. I must save Palakastan, whatever it takes. Matsuya, it pains me to put you into harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. Of course, Palakastan is not far, just down that hill. But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Sammy, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beasts you encounter. Elise and I will keep Matsuya hidden amidst the trees, and follow when the path is clear. Leave it to me. There's no telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. Okay, so this is the area now. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going here now. Bring out Salvador. Don't really need it because I'm 5 levels over, but still. Alright, again, before I talk to Alice, I'm going to... What's happened to them? Ooh, Sammy. All I worry for Matsuya. Don't you turn on me, Matsuya. It cannot be. Oh, they're not turned, but... Must heal those we can, and quickly. I see no beasts, but stay on your guard. Horizontal here. Villager has no pulse, nor do they appear to be breathing. Okay, so that person's dead. Cooling body has begun to stiffen. That person's dead. Massive wounds suggest the villager was cooled by a terrible beast. Though the village infantry do not appear to be life-threatening, he does not respond to your efforts. His breathing goes more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who has lost the will to live. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. No, leave me to sleep. Call out, but the man does not respond. Let's see what Alize has to say. His wounds are deep, but he may yet be saved. Go and help the others. Frightened overall. Right, let me see what Alpha No and Matsuya have to say before I talk to this last person. There, you'll be fine. The pain will soon pass. Laura, I pray that the system will see as soon as calamity. Ooh. That lightning flash. When I last came here to sell my fish, everyone was so bright and cheerful. This is a nightmare. Have you come to help us? Too late, my family, my friends. Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts, why the 12? Let us do what we can to see that the damage spreads no further. And no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. Yay, I can finally, I think I can finally... No? Okay, guess not. Well, I probably still have to attune to it first, but yeah. That we might live. Afino is determined to offer the villagers what succor he can. I can tend to the rest. Pray look after Matsuya. No doubt that what we have seen here weighs even heavier on his back than ours. Oh, Sammy, this is Yerovet, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Young Matsuya here told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on, as we always have done. Till today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into the village, a flood of midnight and death. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join the murderous horde, in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope they have found their way to safety. Matsuya, do you perchance remember Karasaf and Maevan, the young couple who always bought your freshest catches? How could I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Karasaf and Maevan bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they're in terrible danger. I saw them running towards Agama Temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while carrying one so young is an impossible task. I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am but a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Sure thing. And you'll find I'm way better at this than I am at selling fish. Oh, thank you. Agama Temple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. Temple is just ahead. It's built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. My friends made it this far. No doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. Oh, please, stay back! How's Karasov? Oh no, this is not good. I'll take a look. Please do, the cry came from the ruin. We must hurry. How far away is it? Oh, okay. Don't have time to bother with you. Gotta avoid that lamer. Oh, did the wife turn? Yeah, oh, he's dead, I bet. Yeah. Better not turn on me, Matsuya. Man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. I'm sorry, Sammy. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. Oh, there cannot be. Someone. Anyone. My arms so heavy, and my legs. I cannot feel my legs. Oh, he's not dead yet. My wife fled with our daughter. I need to find them. I need to be with them. I need... Karasov, no! You must stay strong! More time I thought I had. I don't want to die. Should I dry his tears or speak to him? I'll speak to him. Hopefully that's the right choice. Thank you. Please, find them. Mevon still lives, and she has their child. We must search the jungle between here and Palakistan. There's no way she could have gone. There's nowhere else she could have gone, I think. Forgive me, Karasov. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. Well, I'm on my mount. I'm on Salvador now, so I guess I can outrun anything that signal tracks or other signs of recent travel. Maven and child must be elsewhere. There. Go around the that mobile. Oh, it's only one? Okay. Well, that would be two. Alright, let me just go ahead and take these out. Even though I won't get XP for it since I'm maxed. Let's check about right on top of the spot. Raven and her daughter came to this area recently, see no evidence of their passage. Did you see any sign? I found nothing. Perhaps the beasts have chased them further from the village. O gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver Maven and her little one to safety. I have a bad feeling that the two things that attacked Karasov was his wife and child. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thavnair, Intra-Elistinian.
No more enemies to trouble us here.
It's me. How fare you below?
Be probably telling of the attack on the city.
Understood.
Yeah. Yep.
I will inform Vritra.
Yep. A1's death.
Chaos and panic sweep Ras Khan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
so it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Ras Khan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear. No different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals, yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Ras Khan hangs in the balance. We have company. The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing.
Is that the thing? Is that the thing from the cinematic? And all hope seems lost. Matsuya cannot help but feel the worst. Please don't turn, Matsuya. If Mehvan fled deep into the jungle, she and her child were in grave danger. whatever do we do? God have mercy. Cannot let fear consume you. Fear? Consume me? What are you talking about? Then I too could become a beast? I understand, I think. I've seen to the wounded. How did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? We searched all throughout the jungle, but we only saw Karasef, who we were too late for, but we have not found his daughters and child yet. Or his wife and child yet. I see. In that case, let us help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alize and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Would you and Mattia speak with the elder Yerovet? Pray explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you are able. We will save Maven and her child. We can do that much for Karasov. It will not be easy, but I will tell the elder about Karasov. I'm heartened to see you both safe, but what of the family? We found Karasov, but he... Say no more, I understand. We have lost another of our dear friends. Karasov may be gone, but there's still hope for Maven and their child. Please find them, I beg of you. And if in your search you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter, pray tell them what has happened. I will do my best to keep the villagers safe and their spirits high. Come, let us rejoin your friends at once. Where might they have run off to? Think, Mattia, think. We encountered no beast during our patrol, thankfully. I'm pleased to report the vicinity appears to be beast-free, no doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. And with that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Where should we begin, Mattia? If we follow Sea Road south, we will arrive at Pursa, the temple, and a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. It's possible that Maven sought shelter there, and perhaps other villagers as well. Then settle. Mattia, stay close to me, alright? You two take the lead. Keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well, we make for Pursa, as quickly as we are able, with me. Endwalker MSQ is nice. Hopefully that goes for a lot of money. Thank you. I thought I was done for. Yvonne? She's a friend of mine. She's a friend of mine too, but I've not seen her. She must still be out there somewhere trying to avoid the beast. And with her own child, gone soon. Why not for me? I can make my way back to the village on my own. Sammy, wait. Winter lies just up ahead, but something terrible has happened. Beasts have come, and many have already been killed. Thavnair and Alice have gone to do what they can, but there are so many, more than I can count. You must be ready. Alright, I'll go down here first. Oh, there's two of them now. Oh, she turned. Okay. It was only a matter of time before one of them actually turned one of the people. Oh, yeah, okay. I saw Matsuya there, but I didn't see Alpha now. I do my melee combo, but it wouldn't survive the whole thing. I do the melee combo just to see what the level 90 skill is like. I mean, I saw it on everything, but yeah. I saw it on all the media tour stuff and job trailers, but he wouldn't. That thing wouldn't be able to survive, I'm sure. There you are. How far are the others? Save 2, 1 turn. I see. We've seen to all the beasts in sight. Then, in that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return, someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
You can cry. Just... That's crying okay, just... Don't give up all hope in turn.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Good going, Matsuya. Way to turn this around.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevan, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand, so I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life.
It was
There's as
a
much
nice
bad as
thing.
good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
I think the sun was bleeding over just there.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Because like I glanced over at my OBS and saw that my mic audio was going, even though I'm talking. Well, I'd rather, yeah. Is that Mervyn? We must go after them at once. Warm hearts, rekindled hopes. Over there, my view was blocked by the trees, but I'm sure I saw someone being chased by a beast. Sammy, go with Monty and search along the river. Alfino and I will circle around from the south. Come on, Salvador, let's go. There's no way I'd get there in time. Yeah, bring her over to me. Oh no.
No! God have mercy!
Okay, I'm going faster. Good. Oh, she dropped her baby. Where's the baby? Ah, damn it. Nevin's lifeless before you better than broken. Her death no doubt came swiftly. Her infant daughter, however, is nowhere to be seen. Maybe I can still save the baby at least. Take the baby into your own. If she yet lives, you cannot tell, but she will certainly not survive when this occurred to the service happens. How do I get out of here? Okay, man. I've got a baby to save. Alright. Tired of me. I'm not gonna do stuff. I'm not gonna aggro something just to see the skill. Did you find Mevin or the child? Got the child, but Mevin was already dead when I got to her. And the child? Let me see her. Oh, I didn't see what Alize has to say, but oh well. Desperate times.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matsia, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
That's a good thing I actually climbed that skill now.
Steady. You know the way. No. No! Not you too! Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid! To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
No, Matsuya.
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony.
Estonian. Oh, I think I got something.
The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Okay, I don't actually get to fight.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsuya.
You had hope from on high. I'm feeling he'll be fine.
Really? How can you be so sure?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Matsuya's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
Of course. Go. I will keep watching till your work is done. We have done what we can. It is for the villagers of Palakistan to perform the funeral rites. Nothing else. Mevan and Karasef died as they lived, as themselves, and not as beasts. Their souls will find place in the ethereal sea. To think the day would come when even the smallest of solaces would be discomforting. Right? Ether current. You all ready then? In that case, let's head to Palakistan. No doubt Vritra is waiting for us. I can scarcely believe it. First hordes of beasts, now mighty worm. Our world grows stranger by the day. Rest easy, for all is well here. Matia returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl had already begun to regain history. Less joyously received was word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnair must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Every death, another void that can never be filled. We survived them. We who survive them must carry the weight of their memory as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Karasef and Mevan's babe is a child of Thavnair as well. I thank you for returning her to us safe. Oh, most great and merciful one, I have not the words to express my gratitude. They say that were it not for you, brave Marty and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact and a friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. Truth in part, but not in whole. Since I am forged a pact with him. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as satrap, and Ahewan as my loyal servant. What is to be believed? You were the true satrap all along? Nadana, what are you doing here? I had heard from the Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palakistan in their time of need, and so I and some of my colleagues from the Great Work came to offer our services. The alchemists have brewed up some potions for Mevan's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are A far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that young Varshan was created to serve as your emissary? Thou didst suspect the boy was but a simulacrum. A rumor has circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family in secret to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshan with that knowledge, I simply put two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the satrap was using this simulacrum to work more closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of Ahiwan's associates was manipulating it from afar, though the truth is indeed far more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vritra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors not only of Radz-at-Han, but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vritra. But the star yet wants for salvation. Once more will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in this their darkest hour. Twould seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Radz-at-Han fares. What will you do, Silence? I worried for the survivors we met at Purusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. I'll be right back. Gonna take a quick break. Okay, let's see what everyone has to say. The lovely aroma. I wonder what sort of spices those are. Curious, isn't it? Burning as sky so ominous, yet the crackling flames here are somehow calming. Vritra chose to reveal his identity the villager of Pakistan before all others. A wise choice considering the warm reception. He even seemed a little relieved. Remains to be seen how the people of Radz-at-Han will take the news, but if this was any indication, he need not worry. Oh, Sammy, running through that dark jungle, there was a time when I thought all was lost. Had Master Vritra and Estinian not arrived when they did. No, I must focus on the good. Evan's precious daughter is safe and sound, and that is all that matters. Needs to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping I might ask you a few questions. The red sky, these terrible beasts. What in the name of the system is happening here in Thavnair? So have you heard of this thing called the Final Days? Oh my, that's a lot to take in. It seems the situation is even more grave than we suspected. Thank you, friend. My colleagues and I will use your knowledge to see if it can further our own research. And with that, here we are. Pot of piping hot chai, brewed from my own rich secret recipe of spices and tea leaves. Together with hearty helping the rich milk and purest sugar. I've made enough for everyone in the village. Why'd I trouble you to deliver a few cups? Not at all. The drink has medicinal properties then? Not in the least. The ingredients are quite ordinary. It's not very tasty though, and has a way of lifting the spirits. Spicy aroma and distinctive sweetness of chai is a simple, everyday pleasure on our island. Sometimes the best medicine is the simplest. A lovely scent of Nadana. By all means, allow us to assist. While you lot distribute hot beverages, I'll do sleep for errant beasts to slay. Far less arduous task, no doubt. When you've finished, look for me at the Wakeful Toronto. Look at them all laden about, knowing full well the beast might strike again at any moment. Do they not realize their lives are in danger? I, for one, intend to survive. I'm too young to die. Yes, I'll leave this island behind if I must. But where would I go? Is anywhere safe these days? Hot chai. Love of piping hot chai brewed from aromatic tea leaves, flavored with Nadana's secret blend of herbs and spices, and mixed with rich cup of chai. Can't you say I have more important things to worry about? No, you're right. It is precisely in times like these that we must strive to remain calm and steady. I do believe I'll visit the Elder and see what needs to be done. If there's any way I can aid my village and my friend, I will do it. Okay, I don't need to repair anything. Wait, I know you. You're the one who saved us from those beasts back at the temple. Or not for you? Well, let's not even think about that. At times like this we mustn't dwell on what might have been, but look to the future. What future awaits us? How can Razathan hope to recover from this? Most of my friends are gone, and I don't know where to turn. Cup of chai? Well, if you insist. That aroma has a way of clearing the mind. Come to think of it, we've faced our fair share of trials in the past as well. No matter how hard the times, we've always come together as people united. One day at a time, one step at a time. For that is all any of us can do. Yes, back to work, once I finish this cup. Thank you. Where is that lost person? Oh, got the key. Oh, okay, up there. Misread. I'm sorry. I just want to be left alone. My best friend and I, we fled the village together. One of the beasts took him, and it was all I could do to run. All the while I could hear this monstrous voice screaming my name. So our friend turned. This is for me? We used to drink that chai together often. Shared stories over steaming cups after a hard day's work. Thank you, friend. Pain may never pass, but I must press on all the same. For its memory, and for we who must remember. Thank you for delivering the chai, Sammy. Did it help to lift the village's spirits? It did. That's heartening to hear indeed. Final days now show no sign of abating, but that is all the more reason that we must try to keep our composure. Our lives have been forever changed. The people we have lost will never return to us. These tragedies will long weigh on our hearts. But we have the capacity to live with our suffering, carry the agony till we too join the fallen in death. It's not a surrender, but a recognition, for it is only in acceptance that we find the strength to move forward. And yeah, this place has been cleared because there's side quests here now. Under his wing. Oxia's eyeing as if there is something he wants to say. As you have finished your deliveries, I want to talk with you for a moment. I was curious to know what has become of Nathan and Karasev's remains. We buried them. We brought them together. We'll let the village do the burial rites. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they will be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palakistan will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her, growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she is able to eat solid food, the fish I will catch will help nourish her. Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do hope everyone has a piping hot cup. I could almost believe there's a magic at work, how the tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palakistan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Thavnair is like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Radzahan? By all means, let us not keep you further. There are still many who have need of your wisdom and the strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity. And I will do what I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akiali. We have plenty to spare. And let us find a Stygian and be on our way. Where did you wander off to again? I forget where he's at. The Wakeful Torrent, that's it, yeah. Near the bridge at Taradzahan, as I recall. Very well then. I'll see you guys later then. When you and your friends entrusted me with a child, I was beside myself with fear. In bringing her back safe, however, I realized I was capable of so much more than I ever believed. Nothing could be more terrifying than that moment. I faced the beasts in the jungle, but I survived. I survived. And come what may, I will survive again. Without you, I never would have found the strength. I thank you and promise to make the most of this lesson. See, I told you I was better at this than selling fish. Worry not, my colleagues and I will watch over this village when you have gone. And should my research bear any new fruit, you shall be the first to know. I'll come back here after I've saved the world and do the side quests and stuff. Yeah, this is definitely closer than this is definitely closer than what's it called? Than the Great Work. I think this is the way. Yeah, yep, this is the way I see the hill going up. I guess it was up here all along. Oh well. How do you suppose the others have fared in the capital? I hope things have not been too eventful in our absence. I have apprised Stygian of the situation at Palakistan, so we needn't have that conversation. Alphinaud told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know that I have found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungles and ruins. 'Twould seem we finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavnair. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city on Alzadal's path. Come. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I could just go straight in now. Okay, I probably can't attune to the Aetheryte yet, but I don't have to ask the guard to enter anymore, at least. Yeah, after this quest, I'll see if I can attune or not. The poor old woman who became a beast said her grandson had gone to Palakistan. I hope he survived. It will be a struggle for the people to come to terms with these tragedies. They are far stronger than you may think. There's a lingering sense of desolation here, but that is much preferable to the panic and chaos we saw before. Tis good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. I'm pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. Also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square. Though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? Freetra's gonna reveal himself. So, Freetra is finally coming up from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To make a due to then. But before that, it would appear that the word of the assembly had not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unawares, we'd best enlighten them. Alright, well since it's here, let's see. Yep, still no. Okay, so up here. You're on. Are the beasts all gone? I've been hiding and I'm too scared to go out and look. Ah, they're all gone. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts was going to eat me. I wonder where Farshawn is. He's so strong. I hope he got away. Could be with other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. Leave me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Oh, gods. What are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. Actually, they've all been taken care of. The square, you say? That's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost. Such terrible carnage. You say there is someone else who would need rods at hand in his stead? Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. Okay. Up there down before I start. Finish rounding up the stragglers. The proclamation will begin shortly. We must wait here, lest we miss something important. I'll come back, Sammy. Alfino told me everything. I was pleased to hear that Vritra has chosen to reveal himself at last. People at Rad's at hand need a strong and wise satrap more than ever. People are slowly making their way here, but many are still gripped by fear and doubt. Excuse me. Hopefully Vritra's message of hope will resonate strongly enough with the ones with the ones willing to listen, and spread to every corner of Thavnair. I hear you were able to bring the situation at Palaka stand under control. Every life lost in the tragedy, but you should take pride in doing what you could. When I assumed command during the earlier panic, I did so instinctively and out of necessity. Yeah, I could hear a bit of the Exarch in there, in your tone, Graha. It was not my place to give orders, but I'm glad the people heeded them. But now they have need of a true leader, a magnanimous and just satrap who can guide them every step of the way. Fortunately, they are blessed with one such soul. If anyone can protect and guide them through this calamity, it is he. It seems the people still have lingering doubts, and I cannot blame them. Yet we know what strength is afforded us with one of the first brood on our side. I have faith the citizenry will come to understand and accept him in time. Worm and man, working towards a common goal.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
Oh, he's gonna take his eye back, maybe?
A dragon! Wow!
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Okay, he went through everything already.
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavnair, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzatan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, has she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzatan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Man, they're really killing up these callbacks.
Indeed.
Oh, the forum's here. Telling of the plan, I guess.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father!
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzatan, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavnair, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnair. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Where's Nadana? Hope nothing's happened.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
I guess you don't sound panicked.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Yeah?
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high.
I forgot about that.
An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
It's probably gonna be dark now. Yep. Well.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place.
Yeah, sorry about your flower, Heidelin.
You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
Start with Thancred. This mission sits ill with me, but if life has taught me anything, it's that there is little to be gained from arguing with Charlene. We must take it upon ourselves to find a better way. Even were Vritra to acquiesce their proposal, just how did Charlene intend to transport the nation's entire populace to the moon? That's what I'm wondering also. Or it could be that ship that's yeah. Labyrinthos could indeed itself be a ship. And that, yeah. However everyone gets to the moon, I'm expecting it to have the ship, or that's on the title of Endwalker. We have no better, safer course of action to offer than fleeing to the moon. I know this, and yet Vritra and his people love their home. There must be something we can do. Soldier of the Radiant there. If I'm not mistaken, he accompanied Ahawan to Vanaspati. Could it be that he knew Vritra's identity all along? I have been entrusted with a message meant for you and your companions. When you are done speaking amongst yourselves, I will share it with you. Okay, so he'll be my next quest giver, maybe? Under normal circumstances, the form's proposal would be regarded as sheer madness, but when the sky burns, even madness can sound appealing. Doubtless, Vritra is loath to abandon his home, and yet absent other options, he cannot dismiss the option out of hand. As far as we have come, and after all the horrors we have seen, there is still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be as Nadana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? Yep, I was right. Here's the next quest giver. Level still at 85, at World's End. Radiant Host Soldier had a message for the Sons of the Seventh Dawn. Greetings, honored Sons of the Seventh Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Brave Scions, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of time. Alas, much is here at Mega do to prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of mine appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vritra. The feast he speaks of awaits you at Mairead's Mahid. Pray make your way there whenever your business here is done. We thank you for your kindness indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems an ideal venue. Ah, and to you, Semi-Amazon. There's someone we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. I am loath to detain you further. Might you spare a moment of your time? Personal invitation? I am full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not, we'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Thank you, friend. Whenever you're ready, please join me in the Aetherite Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Okay. Might be better just yeah. Definitely quicker this one. Access to the Aetherite, you see, there has been restricted to a select few ever since the first tower appeared. We sincerely apologize for this inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to permit free movement of visitors at a time of emergency. Risk we could not take. In light of recent developments, however, the Satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final destiny. Yeah, we get the Aetherite now. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the Aetherite before proceeding along the corridor. Yeah. Finally. Is this the full quest? Maybe? Or, yeah, 'cause I think this is the area for them. Maybe. Ah, you must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the Hall of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees. Oh, you stand in the Hall of Radiant Host, where our leadership oversees all of Radz-at-Han's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Yep, okay, good. I can do my role quest now. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, let me allow me to introduce you to... Oh, so you're the famous Semi-Amazon, eh? I knew it the moment you stepped through the door. You've the look of one who's walked through hell. Shirabad, please, you are speaking to the Satrap's honored guest and a savior of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here. Oh, but it'll be soon enough. More formally then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, scion of the 7th Dawn, warrior of light, and all-around good egg, I'm sure. talk of it reminds me of what you do. What is this place? I hear you've been to Kugane, where you've seen all sorts of foreign embassies and whatnot. Well, we've got them here in Radzat too. Other lands send delegates to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundral. I imagine you are more familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? We've got representatives from Doma, Uldan Alamigo, in Salamanca, Gridania, and last but never let it be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Radzat and their respective homelands. Alright, you're the person I'll be wanting to talk to then. We use this brief respite to share details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. Wouldn't you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge just before you indulge yourself. I thank you for the report. The condition under which men return to Nice, the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you've conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnair reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our far eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the Bounty, including this island and Corvus. Alas, that is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout Allied lands there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the wretched Calzal. As was the case here, the victim underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the Bounty, transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here in Radzat, we've taken the calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. As fitting a name as any. To ensure clarity in future communications, we all urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Aye, each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies, and their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they're doing all in their power to put the people's minds at ease, and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and the fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, it is for that very reason that we turn to you. Pray, lend us your strength and help us to slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. No, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. Okay, will do. I'll take that into mind. And with that, I do believe a friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought pause while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? You've gained access to the World Quest for Endwalker. Separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. To undertake these quests, speak with any of the delegates at Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague your respective homelands. Thanks for taking the time to stop by. You're free to talk with delegates more if the mood strikes you. Or head off to your banquet if you've had your fill of words for the day. Reading the lands of blasphemies is an important task, to be sure, but one that's best done on a full belly and a good night's rest. If you ask me, yeah, do take care of yourself, you hear? I forgive her about her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it's simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You will be rejoining your companions, yes? Do you know the waits of Mayhay? Glad to hear you're becoming familiar with our fair city. You'll be pleased to hear that all drinks are on the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant host, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Rads at hand in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honor Ahewan's legacy and serve Master Vritra as well. You have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. Our aching souls. The Scourging Delegate seeks a battle mage with courage unwavering. Ah, my lady son, I have awaited your coming. The phenomenon when men turn into monsters, it pains to say that Ishgard has not been spared. The dread blasphemy has appeared in the Holy See, and to compound the people's horror, the beast resembles a dragon. Ooh. 'Tis imperative that it be vanquished without delay, and to that end we have begun assembling a hunting party. Given that fear and despair may turn our allies against us, we are being stringent in whom we choose for duty. Yet while we have confidence in the quality of our knights, the mission would greatly benefit for the presence of a battle mage, one who can stand unflinching in the face of our fell quarry. We would be hard-pressed to find an individual who fits that description better than you. Will you not lend us your strength and skill? You can count on me. We are in your debt. Just a moment while I relay the glad tidings to command. Tis settled. Upon arriving in Ishgard, please take yourself to the Aetherite Plaza. Lord Artois will be there to receive you. May the Furious speed your way. Right. Be right back momentarily. Just gonna turn on a light here since it's getting a little dark. Why'd I put my beer on back screen on because I didn't want my model to go all wacky. Alright, so I accepted that. I'll do that momentarily. Yeah. So now I'm gonna continue the MSQ. At least this quest specifically. Forgive me for not waiting to make a toast. My throat was utterly parched. That's okay, Alfie. I'm overdue for a good meal. Start has The threat here has been quelled, but our job's only just begun. I know I must eat to regain my strength, but between you and me, I don't have much of an appetite. Good, you could join us. Melilla over there will be happy to take your order. How is the meeting with Radiant? I'd love to hear more. I'm gonna take a quick pick real fast. Okay, maybe not. Oh. Maybe after. I don't know. Welcome. Oh, well actually maybe I can just do the cutscene from the feast in Australian. Welcome. The satrap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests. I was wondering who it might be. It was a lovely surprise to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kalzal from your friend Grahatia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beast. The smallest token of our thanks. Your food and drink tonight are Mirrod's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? A piping hot mug of chai, please. As you wish, pray join your friend, and I will bring you your drink. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell? Our allies have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details? I probably should have talked with them again, but maybe it would be different.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
There we go. There's the picture I wanted.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental core. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
There's what? Labyrinthos though, right?
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
The Watcher?
Elidibus.
Elidibus? What?
I sealed him in the White Horus side of the Crystal Tower back on the first.
Oh, we're going back to
Contained
Elidibus?
within that reservoir of ether that maintains it. Ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
And here I went and removed it as my free destination, thinking we were done with it. There'd be an opportunity to look on the others as well.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the First is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to Harrius time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
If I were to... yeah, okay. Alright. Final days. How far has the phenomenon spread, and how does it manifest itself in each land? I must reach out to my friends in each nation and find out all I can. I suppose I do feel better on a full stomach after all. Burning sky, blasphemies. Wonder if I've got anything to say about it. It's a nice feast to leave the spirits. I trust you enjoyed yourself as well. Beasts and blasphemies may be running amok in nearby lands outside the influence of Radzahan and the Alliance. If so, I may need to go hunting. The form truly has been spread to action by Hydaelyn's prophecy. And it is not odd that the anti-tower was entrusted to Master Matoya, who bears them no love. No doubt she has a reason for this, and I would know what it is. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Yep. Tip-top shape, thank you. In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. When you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. Higher. I am... Retread's Valiant. Level 86 MSQ now. Ironwood weapon coffer. Ooh, nice. But it's not gonna be better than mine. Take this, Sammy. My spirit vessel. Empty now, of course, but should it allow you to operate the tower system? But it should allow you to operate the tower system in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the extensor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Will do, Graha. Well, we'd best be on our respective way. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Alright. But first, I'm gonna do this. Oh, okay. Sending to Imperium. Okay, that's where the residential district is. After all. Sammy, I've been expecting you. Words cannot well express how heartening it is to have you fighting beside us. Allow me to echo that sentiment. Greetings, my friend. Lest you wonder, Lord Archwall and I are leading the effort to deal with the blasphemy. With your capable self in the fold, I have no doubt that we shall succeed. Without further ado, I shall brief you on the situation. It was a handful of days after the first beasts appeared in Radz at Han. As a man was observed at the Hoplon in the pillars, walking with an unsteady gait. All of a sudden he buckled over as if in pain, and before anyone knew what was happening, he transformed into a terrible draconic beast. At the mere sight of this, many who chanced to be present also turned, and regrettably the Temple Knights were forced to put them down. The blasphemy itself, however, took wing and fled. Profane Thavnair, we have chosen to call it, after the dragon man of Ishgardian myth. Since that day, the beast has often been sighted in the skies above Ishgard. It does not attack, only circles menacingly for a time ere disappearing again. Alas, these brief visitations are enough to cause more people to turn, and for fear and panic to spread further. As part of our investigation, we have sought to identify the man who became the blasphemy, but thus far we have learned naught. We have, however, identified a common thread between those who subsequently turned. All were people of fervent faith, people such as priests and inquisitors. When the truth of our nation's history was laid bare, the legitimacy of the church was called into question. Many Ishgardians struggled to reconcile the revelations with their beliefs, and none more so than the pious. Such men and women, we posit, would be more susceptible to despair, and therefore the transformation. We must find a way to stop it. Ishgard has only just emerged from a 1,000-year war, and we cannot suffer another great tragedy, much less so soon. In order to attain a better understanding of the situation, we intend to speak with a member of the clergy. A sole individual who survived witnessing the blasphemy's birth without being turned. Clem is his name, and he is a deacon at St. Ramon's Cathedral. Ramon's Cathedral. Come, let's seek him out there at once. Here he is, Deacon Clem. Let us see what he can tell us. Not so very long ago, if you would have imagined this guardian knights marching beyond the bounds of their own dominion. We have ventured to the heart of Garlemald and fought for no less than the fate of the world itself. Our nation has changed, and continues to do so. Lord Emmerich, Lord Archwall, and the Saviour of Ishgard besides, you do me great honour. I am Clem, and I serve as deacon here at St. Ramon's Cathedral. Excuse me. I understand you were among those at the Hoplon when the incident occurred. We give thanks to the Fury for your merciful preservation. We now seek to prevent the blasphemy from wreaking further havoc, and would appreciate any details you can provide. Though we are to make you recall unpleasant memories, will you not recount to us what you witnessed that day? Very well. We are presently relocating the vault's libraries to the cathedral. In case you are unaware, we had finished delivering a batch of tomes, and were on our way to bring over another. As soon as we approached the Hoplon, we noticed a young man walking unsteadily. No sooner had he come to an abrupt halt than he transformed into a draconic beast. The fiend fixed us with a menacing glare, and it was all we could do to find our wits end and flee. But to my compounding horror, my brethren who were with me began turning into monstrosities as well, one after another. Praise the Fury that you, at least, were spared, Deacon Clem. I cannot imagine how frightening the experience must have been. Who is this? Bishop Vattenwall. Forgive me if I interrupt. I was informed that our stalwart protectors were present and wished to express my gratitude. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service. I pray that we shall soon be free of this scourge. Indeed, if there is aught we might do to aid your efforts, you need but say it. You are most kind, Your Grace. That was Bishop Vattenwall, the head of St. Ramon's and a member of the Synod. With the seat of the Archbishop vacant, he is in effect the highest authority in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. This is so, yet in spite of his elevated station, he remains as kind and humble a man as I have ever known. Like his grace, I would do all that I can to help shepherd our people through this uncertain time. To that end, there is a request I would make of you, if you can spare a moment to consider it. Of course, if it is within our power, we should be glad to offer you aid. Thank you. Deacon was no less terrified by the blasphemy than his peers, yet he alone did not turn. By what grace was he spared? In the wake of the transformations, a group of clergymen fled the city in fear. Yet they sought refuge in the wilderness. They put themselves at the mercy of the elements and fell fiends both. Given that the cause of the transformation is not clear, I think there was a decidedly unwise decision. I wish to set out and find them, but I am not trained in the ways of war. As such, I require those who are to accompany me in the search. So that is the way of it. To suffice it to say, we will help. Do you know whither your fellows may have headed? The Western Highlands, I believe, between Gorganye Mills and Hemlock. There is no shortage of abandoned dwellings in the area. Very well. Time being of the essence, I propose we split up and scour separate areas. Sammy, if you could escort the good deacon to Gorganye Mills. Lord Otterwall and I will tend to Hemlock. I mean, this is technically a side quest, so I could wait, but I'm not going to. I mean, I could do this off stream, but I'm not going to, because it does kind of tie into the main story. Excuse me. I have it in here. There we go. That you should choose to buy in such harsh condition. You? Ah, I see you found them. Yes, and none the worse for wear, I think, Fury. My friends, forgive us if we are giving you cause for alarm. We came out of concern for your well-being. Though we understand why you quit the city, we fear you may have placed yourselves at greater risk by coming here. His Grace Bishop of Vattenwall too worries for your health and prays for your swift return. So please, will you not allow us to escort you to the Holy See? I assure you, you will be much safer than in this wretched place. Servants of the Fury will never be safe in that city, don't you see? It's your fault. You and your accursed revolution. People disdain us, mock us behind our backs, and spit in our faces. Now someone is conspiring to transform us into monstrosities, enemies of the Church. When we are emboldened by your deeds, so no, I will not go back to Ishgard. I'd sooner freeze to death than suffer your pity. What? All I have ever done was in service to her. I am a good man. I do not. She cannot forsake me. Hello, Twitter. Simon, we cannot allow him to harm any others. Give chase and do what you must. We will remain here and keep the others calm. It's good to be able to fly again. You're on that. What of the beast? I killed it. All shall be well. Wait, all shall be well, my friends. Come, join me in prayer. Is it done, Sammy? It is. My thanks. What happened is most regrettable, but we must be grateful that no one else came to harm. While you were gone, the deacon was able to convince the others to return to the city. Let's escort them back at once, and then reconvene at the congregation to consider our next course of action. For our purposes, we have the use of the strategy. Announce yourself to the guard. Without, and he will show you in. Okay, right. Okay, that's the one I need to go to. Was American Archwell await you within the strategy room? We'll be joining them now. Here we shall discuss our plans to deal with the blasphemy. Whensoever you wish to enter, you need but say so to the guard. Lest you wonder, we have taken the clergyman to St. Remedos to rest and recover. Truth be told, the thought that they may still succumb to despair in turn remains at the forefront of my mind. Yet the risk would be greater still were we to keep them at arm's length and deny them the comfort of the church. Indeed, from the words he spoke, that Inquisitor yearned for the days of old. He and others like him can scarcely be blamed. Since the truth of the nation's founding and the Archbishop's machinations were made public knowledge, the Church has been in turmoil. Though we have made great strides in separating religion and state, there has been far less progress in the reformation of the Church. For our faith has been everything to us, our purpose and our comfort. 'Tis not an easy thing to reconcile one's beliefs with the betrayal of our spiritual leaders. Thus torn between their hearts and minds, many Asgardians feel lost, and none more so than the members of the clergy, whose faith was once unshakable. No wonder then that the most dedicated and devout are like to turn. So it seems, but further investigation is needed ere we draw a definite conclusion. With the war's end, Ishgard has set out on a new path. Choices we make shall determine our course for the future. Come what may, we dare not squander the chance we have fought so hard to attain. Aye. Once the returned clergyman has sufficiently calmed down, I shall have the deacon speak with them, that we might gain insight into their individual plights. Good. Meanwhile, I shall take the opportunity to brief my men on recent developments. Pray take a moment's rest, my friend. You have earned it. When you are ready to continue our work, you may seek us out here. See what was this one on? 86? Okay.